everybody, welcome back to another video. As I said in my last Let's Play, I was doing my voiceover and I got the idea to turn this area that we had demolished in the Let's Play into my orchard, because I had originally wanted to do an orchard up at my campsite, but I didn't have enough room. So we're doing the orchard here. I've seen how it turns out. I absolutely love it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So please stick around, watch the video, and let's get right into planting trees. That's what this video mostly is. Here I am starting. I had originally planned to do like a land bridge, but I decided to do like little stepping stones here over to the island. I love the way they turned out. Very, very cute in the end. And here I go, just clearing up the area very, very quickly. I just had to move these flowers, and then I had to move this tree, and another one as well, apparently. Then I went in with my lines of pathing for where you were going to walk. I also alternated them, like light and dark and then light and dark for the different dirt colors that they have, which I love it. It's so cute and so just mwah, so beautiful. Then I started planning out the holes. I wanted to do like alternating, so you see like they're all like, you know, you understand, I hope, because I don't know how to explain it. Then here I go, just like filling in the trees that I already have full grown. Then I'm adding all of my saplings. And here I had to cut to go find some apples and oranges and everything. I had to find my materials. Okay, I was not prepared. This was 10 p.m. I was tired. I was not prepared. Then, I don't know what I just did there, but I could not find any pears. I thought I had pears on my island. I'm like, wait, do I not have every fruit? I eventually found them in my storage later on, but I just decided to just forget about the pears and add some lovely little custom designs over here, you know, on the pathing. Just kind of spice it up a little bit, you know, even if you can barely see them. It's always nice to add those little touches, just in case anyone does look and can see them, which is hard with full-grown trees, but, you know. So here I go again and again, placing all of my custom designs. It's boring to talk about custom designs. Wow. Yeah. Whew. I'm placing down some leaves, and it was actually shooting stars that night, which I didn't get to wish on any, but I love shooting stars. I love the galaxy kind of vibe you get in the sky in this game when there are shooting stars, because I don't know, it's just like such a pretty sky, you know? And then we're finally on the last row of custom designs. There are more to come, but it's not as bad and excruciatingly boring. So, yay for all of us. So, last custom design was placed. Then, you can see I skipped placing all the trees growing and everything. That was a whole thing that you don't want to see. It took me forever to get all of them to grow. But I also added some fencing. Didn't feel like it was necessary to show that. Besides, I switch out the fencing later on anyway, so why show you me adding fencing twice, you know? So, out of here. We're saying bye. Then I wanted to do a picnic blanket, but I felt this was just too small, the 3x2. So I changed it into a 4x2. I prefer longer picnic blankets in Animal Crossing. I find they just look better. And before anyone goes and says, like, you can stand in one place and put your custom designs, like, from that place, I know you can, but you never know where it's going to go, and it gets annoying. So I switch spots every time. Then I take a lovely little jog and steal this, it's a wooden storage shed, that's what it's called. And I just placed it in front of Hopkins' house because I needed it. After grabbing some items, I am finally placing some real stuff, not just trees and paths, custom designs. I'm placing a little picnic basket. I also decided to do a traditional tea set because I don't really have any good, like, cups currently. And I don't really think I'll try and find any because I have, like, the beaches left, as I've said so many times. I have just the beaches left. Like, this build is done, and it's just the beaches left to do now. I have, like, 2.5 beach areas left. I don't know. Anyway, I put this candle here, kind of like a romantic little picnic. You know, really cute, romantic. Everyone loves a cute and romantic picnic, right? Yeah, everyone loves a cute and romantic picnic. I don't know. Anyway, here it's morning now. I was exhausted. It was like almost 12 at this point. I was exhausted, and I stopped and I woke up the next morning. So it's nice and bright. I added the bike here, even though it eventually gets, like, moved, but, you know, I added the bike anyway. Here I go with more custom designs. Don't worry, not as many as last time. Here I wanted to put, I don't even remember I wanted to put a festival drum, but I couldn't find the green one that I had taken out. So I went looking here for it, and I couldn't find it, but I did grab my plastic bench that I had been so excited to put in Eric's yard, and then didn't because I didn't have enough space. And it eventually, spoiler alert, replaces the bike eventually. And here I go placing the well. I also wanted to use this well in Eric's yard, and I did, but then I remembered, oh, I'd love to put the plastic pool. So the plastic pool was beat out instead. So as you can tell, a lot of these items are just getting thrown here because they didn't make it into Eric's yard from the last video. Like, even the bike was supposed to go there. And you just saw that was way too quick, but it was supposed to be me showing you that I customized the bench to be blue, but that was way too quick. So, I customized the bench to be blue. You get a cute little blue screen from Cyrus, so there you go. Here I go, picking up this fencing. I did keep the same fencing, just in a, like, darker, even, like, you could call it a little more orangey toned fence. I would have gone with, like, a dark wood, but they didn't have one because I got it customized by Cyrus as well. But placing it down, I debated it, and I'm like, no, we're sticking with it, okay? I added a few pieces here and there. These are the only other two areas I really added them in, and I like the way it looks like that. Then I'm just going around trying to, like, find places to put it, even though I eventually don't. I just give up and say, you know what, custom designs. More custom designs. Not many, though. I only added, like, 3 or 4 in this area on top of the one that you already saw me place. And just adding little flowers here and there. I debated moving Octavian's house, but I really like it when you're, like, on the beach and you see his house, and I really like the way it looks, so I decided not to move it. Then you could see my pockets were full when I was trying to pick that up, so I went and added flowers because I needed space in my pockets. So here we go. I added some little hyacinth. They're my favorite flowers in Animal Crossing. And then I moved Hopkins' house. There it is. And here I go adding the pathing to this little like area. Like it's like a little almost it's like a little walkway with like a cute canopy of trees. It was just kind of this side was feeling really bare compared to like all the trees and everything on the other side. And I needed like a transition area up by the bridge because that was looking hideous. So I added some trees and I did like this little walkway because I already had trees next to the plaza. And I love the way it turned out. It's such a cute little area to walk through, especially when all these trees like grow in. It's adorable and I love it. And here I go. I'm finally like finishing this path. I hate having to place paths. As I said in one of my live streams, this path is melting my mind. That's what paths normally do to me. So that's fun. But yeah. Oh, excuse me. I am still exhausted. I don't know if exhausted is the right word, but I'm tired. And here I go. I debated, actually for quite a while, placing like a little patch of the dirt path there because there's dirt path on both ends. But I decided to just go with custom designs. It would give me a chance to add more, but also it was just less. It was like the same amount of work, but I just thought it might be a little more clean, you know. And then I moved this bike. I finally found another place to put it, like leaning against the tree. Then here I go. I bought some saplings from the store and I'm just trying to fill out this area because there's like too much of a clearing, especially considering like all the trees on both sides, and then there's just this huge clearing. So I kind of tried to like add trees and kind of thin out, and I did like time travel. I'm not showing you that because it took forever, but I did time travel and stop them at different stages so they weren't all like absolutely massive and covering the rest of the scenery, but I did add them just to kind of fill in some of our spaces a little bit. And I kind of tried planning it out. I like when my trees are like spaced in a nice way, which is why most times, not all the time, especially not in this case, but most times I like to dig out all my holes and then kind of plan, this is cedar, this is whatever I forget what the ones, this is the darker tree, like the pine, and then this is the normal tree, I guess. I forget what they're called, and I don't feel like looking it up. But, no. So here I go, finally finishing with the trees. I do add one more over here. I added a cedar. They're called cedar in Animal Crossing, but they're pine. They're pine trees. We all know they're pine trees. But Nintendo wanted to be fancy, which, you know, sure. But placing my last tree, and then 1, 2, 3, boom, they're all grown in, or as much as I'm allowing them to be grown in. Then I felt this area was like still kind of bare, so I added in some pathing to kind of like make it look like, oh, you know, this is like the trail and you can kind of follow it. I added some stone pathing because I was gonna add either this stone pathing or the dirt pathing because those are the two pathings that are near where this pathing starts on the other side, but I decided to go with the stone because it was going in the same direction as the other stone path, and I felt like it would be a little awkward if like I did dirt and it was just kind of like an L shape instead of kind of like a straight-ish line. Here I added some like rocks, like little stepping stone custom designs to kind of show like, you know, you can walk here. It's like a cute little one tile path that I actually love the way that turned out. And Yeah, tried adding other custom designs to that path, but it was a little awkward, so I kind of just focused on the area like around where it came to the bigger path and like the clearing area. And just below the clearing here is when I start just kind of trying to spice it up a little bit because I didn't really add any items or trees or plants here because like I don't know, I wanted to have lots of walking space, so spicing it up with some custom designs. As always, we love that. Here I go. I placed some like ducks. I had to go customize them, but I'm kind of like starting to love these decoy ducks. They kind of like scream Canada. I don't know, whatever. But like I like these. I like the ducks now, and maybe in my beaches video, I'll have a special section where I'm like placing ducks everywhere on my island. I like that idea. But yeah, I kind of tried to make it kind of like a little meeting spot or something. This was where I was originally going to have the picnic, but I decided not to. I added some flowers, and I thought it would be really cute to have a tree in here to kind of tie it in with everything, with like all the other areas. And this was like one this was like one of the only areas that didn't have a custom design that I could place one. It was either behind in front of like the brown duck or behind the white one.
Okay, so it's done, and let's just do the final walkthrough. So here you go. So coming from resident services, we have this little like trail area, just a quick little dirt path lined with trees leads up. We have a little transition area up here, and it also leads up to the garden. Not much, but very cute still. Then here, I didn't have time to decorate the beaches, so I'll probably just do a video where I decorate all of them. But yeah, here we have like a little opening. I put a little path, little area leading down to the beach. We have our different sized trees. We have our little island in the middle here, which I actually need to pull the stock out a little bit. Okay, there we go. Our island, very cute, very nice. Very classic. I don't know if it's classic. We also have this little bike here, because I wanted to include this bike somewhere. I tried including it in Eric's yard, but I didn't have enough space, so it got included here. Then we have our little, like, picnic area in front of the orchard. There's a picnic, the little well, the bench. I used the little mini trees, and I will love them like this. It's absolutely adorable. To this here, we just oops. I also have little paw prints on the bench, because I can. To this side, we just like have a little clearing, open path. We have the orchard, pears, oranges, apples, peaches, and cherries, and little pathing in between each of them. Very cute. And we also have this little like one tile path, and then this like clearing that's just kind of open. And I'm gonna leave it like this. I might slap a few custom designs down, but that's that, and lots of trees here, which is kind of nice with the little clearing leading up to the other bridge here. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. This was really fun. It took quite a bit longer than most of my builds, which might be surprising, but there was lots of time traveling with the trees. But yeah, I'm glad I came up with the idea for this. I love the way it turned out. It's very foresty, almost like someone's at like a camp or something. Like this is like a camp, you know, some people like just own their own camps or whatever. It looks kind of like that, and I really like it. It gives off a nice vibe, and I like how it's just so easy easily cohesive with the rest of the island and all the trees. You can see Flora in the background there checking out all the fruits, the orchard. But yeah, I had lots of fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and goodbye.